Moving on to Nori. So I've done Ori and Dori, and this is the third of the brothers, Nori. One of the guys I watched doing these figures is Lord Fisk, who I suspect is Swedish. I can't look it up, but I do love his accent. I love the way he paints the jacket. I'm going to paint the jacket. But I'm not trying to take the mickey out of him because he's a fantastic painter. So he's one of my inspirations for doing these guys. So well done, Lord Fisk. I'll send you a few comments as well about yours. So I've done the face and the weapon. Again, I need to do a bit of a wash on the face just to get those indentations coming out a bit stronger. Done a bit of highlight on the nose, but a little bit of work left to do on the face. The weapon's done. Again, it's a black undercoat with some silver dry brushing on it. Lots of nice things to do on this figure, particularly this set of knives on the back and the jacket. Now the majority of this figure is grey, so I'm going to use this dark grey to do the coat or jacket and the trousers, and I'm about to do that now, so I'll just take that away and get ready. I'm covering up the belt as well, even though I'm going to do over that. Just thought I'd do it this way for a change, where you actually see me doing the painting. Just trying to keep the camera in focus here. And this is quite awkward trying to film and paint at the same time, so what I'm going to do now is just finish the job and then get back to it. So I've done the hair and these panels and gloves on the side in flat earth, and the panels around the back there on these shoulders. So yeah, so the shoulder panel on the back there, everything around the back is still dark grey. The scabbard for his two knives is mahogany brown, and the boots were done with raw umber. The string around the battle mace, here it is also mahogany. So the idea is to lighten up, highlight the flat earth by adding some white to it, and also do some highlights on the scabbard. So I've done a wash of raw umber on the hair just to make that a bit more well, stand out a little bit more, so I can start doing some highlights on it. And around the jacket I've started adding some highlights of the dark grey with some white added in, and I'm starting to bring that up now. I'm just going to do a few, maybe 4 highlights consecutively of grey and white, just getting lighter and lighter each time, and just getting closer to the edges of these pleats, folds in the jacket. So for example on this arm here, which has got some very nice folds on it, I just need to do just in the middle of the highlights that I've already done, so just sort of blending out So really light at the top point where the light's going to hit, and then just getting gradually darker as it moves out. That'll just make it look a bit more interesting. On these brown patches here, I'm going to start doing some highlights on those too, so that'll be the same method, just using the flat earth with a bit of white, and then a bit more white, and then a bit more white, just to get it standing out a bit more. And the same on the hair as well. So the final part, some more highlights on the grey sleeves of the jacket and round the jacket. Some highlights around the brown parts, and particularly on the hair. I've done 2 brighter and brighter highlights on the hair there, just to bring the detail out of the hair. And some highlights on the scabbard, on these 2 little bits there, around the back of the jacket again, and gold for the pommels of the knives, and some highlights on the bit around the back of his shoulders, around the back of his neck, and on the gloves, gauntlets as well. On the boots, they've just been made a bit duller with some duller highlights on there. And on the front of the boots, I've dry brushed with gold on the greaves that he's got there as well. Oh, and notice in the beard he's got 3 little silver things in his beard there as well. So yeah, so that's all Nori complete.